My dear fourth grade children, how are you, ma? Are you fine? Okay. Be happy. Be staying home. Okay, ma? Have you had your breakfast in the morning? Okay. Okay, fine. Do you like to study social science? Do you interest to study social science? Okay, okay. Very good. Okay. Let us start to study, ma. Okay, fine, ma. Okay. Now we are studying the continuation of the third lesson. Okay, we have studied the continuation of the third lesson. Okay, what's the title of this lesson? Okay, please say what's the title of this lesson? Yeah, very good. That is Physical Geography of India. Okay, fine, mom. Okay, from this lesson we already learnt natural regions and natural vegetation, the types of natural vegetation. That's already we learnt, isn't it? So in the previous class, we learnt the physical geography of India. That is, what's the physical geography of India? Can you remember that? Yeah, that is India is divided into 6 natural regions based on the physical features of the land, isn't it? That is in the previous class we learned. I recall that only. India is divided into 6 natural regions. How it is divided into 6 natural regions? Based on the landscape of India. Can you clear it more? So, the title Physical Geography of India, physical features means the landscape of India. So, this land, according to this landscape of India is divided into 6 natural regions. Can you clear it? Okay. Then now we'll see that then each region has its own type of natural vegetation, isn't it? Each region has own type of natural vegetation according to the weather condition, isn't it? So that example evergreen forest and desert and deciduous forest. So according to the weather and climate, the changes of growing of plants. Okay, India has many perennial and non-perennial rivers. That's everything. We will see that. In the previous class, we learned the landscape, that is northern mountains and the effect of the Himalayas. That is a what's the important of the Himalayas? These mountain ranges, Himalayas mountain ranges, the Himatri, Himachal and Shivalik. That's everything we learned, isn't it? Can you remember it? Yes. Then second landscape, that is northern plains. Where is this northern plains lies? I recall the previous portion. So can you remember it? Okay, fine. Now see here. Where is this northern plains lies? These northern plains are located to the south of the Himalayas. Can you clear it more? This Himalayas is the northern part of India. Okay, it is the Great Wall of, and it's the boundary of north side of India. Okay, then the second landscape, that is the northern plains. Where is this northern plains lies means it lies the south of the Himalayas. Can you clear it? This is very important. This is the landscape of India. So second division. So where northern plains means at that time you remember that. Okay, northern plains lies at the south of the Himalayas. You know very well the Himalayan mountains. Okay, so the south of the Himalayas, the northern plains. Okay, this is the landscape of India. Can you clear it more? Okay, then third, the Great Indian Desert. Where is this Great Indian Desert lies? Yes, this is the western part of India. Okay, ma. So this Great Indian Desert lies in the western part of India. Okay, can you clear it? This region, northern plains and Great Indian Desert, and we studied that southern plateau. Okay. Southern Plateau. Can you see that plateau? What is plateau? Do you know? Anyone say that answer? What is plateau, ma? That is a flat land, but it is higher than the ground level, and it is called as table land because it is like the table like, because it is also large stretch of highland that is flat on top, at the top flat, and it is highland, so it is called a plateau. It is also often called tableland. Okay, because it is flat like a table, at the top it is flat like a table and higher also, so it is called tableland. Okay, clear it, ma? So then important plateau, that is a Deccan Plateau. This Deccan Plateau is almost completely surrounded on three sides by rocky hills. Okay, plateau means, you know, this previous lesson, that is major geographical forms. That lesson, that is the lesson 2. We learnt what is plateau, what is island, what is peninsula. Okay, everything. So plateau means, you know very well. Okay, that is a flat land. It is also often called tableland because it is at the top, it is flat like a table, so it is called. Okay, ma? Okay, clear it? No doubt? Okay, this is previous lesson portion, so I recall only. Can you remember? Okay, fine. Now see here, that is Southern Plateau. That important one is the Deccan Plateau. It is almost completely surrounded by three sides by rocky hills. Okay, this plateau is completely surrounded three sides by rocky hills. These are the, what are the rocky hills? These are the Vindhya and Satpura ranges in the north. At the northern side, this Deccan Plateau, at the northern side, Vindhya and Satpura ranges. The western Ghats in the west and the eastern Ghats in the east. So this Deccan Plateau is surrounded at the north by Vindhya and Satpura ranges. Vindhya and Satpura ranges, and western by western Ghats, east by eastern Ghats. Okay, clear it? Okay, ma? Now we see that coastal plants, that's in the previous class we learned. Okay, what is coastal plants? What is coastal plants? Yeah, it is very, very familiar for you because all the coastal plants, I remember this point. What's the point? Means this land part is very close to the meeting of this land part is meeting the sea. That is a coastal plants. Otherwise, you see that. Can you see that beach? Can you went the beach? Yeah, that beach is otherwise called coastal plants. Mostly this beach is very lovable only, and now listen here. The coastal plains are narrow strips or flatland that forms V-shape around the plateau regions. These coastal plains have lovely beaches with tall coconut trees along the coast. Yes, in most of the beach side we can see that tall coconut trees. These coconut trees, mangrove forest and other trees growing along the coast. For why? Because they are plants. These trees are growing means it is very important. How it is important means it protects the land from storms and cyclones. Okay, it protects the land from cyclones, storms. Okay, ma? Okay, the coastal plants, clear it? Okay, so then today I will teach that island regions, remaining that landscape island regions. So these southern plateau, coastal plains, great Indian desert, northern plains, these are the previous portions. Can you remember, ma? Okay, okay, fine, ma. Now see here, the island regions. What is island? Can you clear it? What is island? Same, a piece of land is surrounded by water on all sides. All sides means what, ma? All sides. Mainly we have four directions. What are they? North, south, east, west, and four subcardinal direction also. Northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. Okay, so these directions, main direction and subcardinal directions, so these all the sides surrounded by water. So a piece of land is surrounded by water on all sides. This is called island. Can you clear it? Okay, then what is peninsula? A piece of land is surrounded by water on three sides. Three sides. Can you see the example? Yeah, India is a peninsula, isn't it? Because India's the southern part is covered with, that is east, west, south. These three part is covered with water. Okay, okay, ma. That is a peninsula. At the same time, island means the piece of land is surrounded by water on all sides. North, west, east, south, all the sides. Okay, can you clear it now? Okay, fine. Okay, next, now we see that elaborately with island regions. Okay, ma, now see here. These island regions of India are two archipelags on either side by peninsular India. Now listen here. So what is island we know, isn't it? Then example of island, that is Lakshadweep Islands. Where is this Lakshadweep Island lies? It lies in the Arabian Sea. And Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so now listen here. Now you see that India's landscape at the southern part means, we know that the India's west that Arabian Seas, and east the Bay of Bengal, and the south Indian Ocean. So India's the southern part is, that is three side, that is what, ma? East, west and south. These three side is covered with water bodies, that is seas or oceans. At the northern part is only land part. Can you clear it, ma? So now we see that this island regions means, island means a piece of land that is surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, that is the island. Okay, now see that these Lakshadweep Islands or in the, it lies in the Arabian Sea. So where is Arabian Sea? This India's west, India's the west side, that is Arabian Sea, and east Bay of Bengal, and the south Indian Ocean. That is very, very important. This is landscape of India. Okay, okay, can you clear it, ma? Okay, fine. Okay, now listen here. And so this Lakshadweep lies in the Arabian Sea, that is the west side of India. Okay, at the same time, now listen here. Here Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in the Bay of Bengal, that is the east of India, east side of India. Okay, now listen here. These Lakshadweep Islands have 36 coral islands. Okay, we already know that a group of islands, islands means it is not a single, it is number of group of islands joined together, isn't it? So this Lakshadweep Islands lies in the Arabian Sea. It has 36 coral islands. What is the meaning of coral? Say the spelling. Do you know? Okay, very good. C-O-R-A-L, coral. C-O-R-A-L. Can you clear it, ma? Okay, coral is the, what is coral, ma? Anyone? Okay, very good. Coral is the hard skeleton of millions of tiny sea animals. Okay, coral is the hard skeleton of millions of tiny sea animals. Okay, that is the, it is piled up over thousands of years. until they rise above sea level. What's that? How this coral is formed? Yes, I clear it now. Listen here. Coral means it is formed by the animals. How it is formed means for millions and millions of years before, these animals are died, isn't it? Died and buried at a particular place. Keep abundance in a particular, lying by one at that place, same place. Okay, so lying one above other, one above other. So at particular places, these sea animals that pile up over thousands of years until they rise above. That is, can you clear it? The coral means this hard skeleton of these dead animals, sea animals. That is especially in the sea animals that lying one above other in a particular place for millions and millions of years or thousands of years. According to the climatical changes, they rise above sea level. It is above the sea levels. It is rise above the sea level. So these hard skeletons abundantly deposited lying the same places, one above the other. So it is rise above the sea level. Can you clear it? This is formed only by the dead sea animals that lie abundant, lying in one place at one above other abundantly, and the action of the wind and waves breaks down the coral into sand. Okay, so it rises up at the same time. This action of wind and waves breaks down. All the times this wind and waves blows very fast and it breaks down the coral into sand. So how the coral is formed means it is formed with the deposition of the dead animals one above the other at a particular place for thousands of years. Under the climatical changes, it forms a coral. It rises above the sea level, but these waves and wind breaks down the coral into sand. Can you clear it, pa? Okay. This place bird also sitting and leave it their droppings, make the sand fertile, and so the plants are able to grow. Okay, clear it, ma? These are the corals. These corals lies in Lakshadweep Islands. How many corals islands in Lakshadweep Island? That is 36 coral islands. So already we see that the islands means group of islands are joined together. That is Lakshadweep Islands have 36 coral islands. How these corals formed? Can you clear it? By the deposition of the death of the sea animals, hard skeletons lying one above the other, and it forms abundance and it changes to according to the weather conditions. It is changes into coral. These corals also height only. It is rise above the sea level, but this wind and that is waves break down the coral into sand. Can you clear it? Okay, right, ma? Now see others. These Andaman and Nicobar Islands are string of over 550 islands. Yes, these Lakshadweep Islands, 36 coral islands. It is group of islands joined together, and that is a Lakshadweep Islands. We already learned Lakshadweep Islands lies in the Arabian Sea. Can you clear it? Okay, very important points. This is our landscape of India. Okay, and at the same time, these Andaman and Nicobar Islands are lying in the Bay of Bengal, that is in the east side of India. Okay, then it is these Andaman and Nicobar Islands have 550 island string. String means long and it joined to form. Okay, how many more? 550. Okay. The Here, this Andaman and Nicobar Islands are rains a lot. It always often rains a lot in these very hot islands. Okay, these heavy rains are good for plants. So these are thick forests here. Here heavy rains, so plants grow well because of water. Okay, so the plants, this forest, thick forest here. Okay, can you clear it? Okay, now we see the rivers of India. What is the rivers? Can you see that rivers? Yeah. Okay, ma, very good. Now listen here, rivers of India. The Indian subcontinent has many rivers. In the higher mountains, these rivers flows from higher mountains and hills, or otherwise it flows from very high to lower. Higher to lower means it flows very fast. Comparing to these rivers flows through the plains. Can you clear it more? The rivers, the water flows from higher level to lower level. That is high mountain to hills means it flows very fast. At that time it also blowing water carries silt and stones. Yes, this very fastly this water flows means what happened? It also washed off this silt and sand. Okay, and in the plains, but these rivers flows very fast in the very fast. When will it very fast means it flows from higher mountains to hills means it flows very fast. Any doubt for you? No, you can understand clearly. Then next, now listen here ma. At the same time, the flowing water carries silt and stones. Okay, but in the plains the rivers flow means it moves slowly comparing to higher to lower level from mountains to hills. Can you clear it? Okay. If the river floods, this is spread over the land. Yes, if any floods means this sand spread over the land. India's rivers are either perennial or non-perennials. What's the meaning of perennial means? What? This water all the year around. These rivers, those rivers runs year round year. Means that is a perennial river. Okay, now we see that what is perennial rivers and what is non-perennial rivers. Okay, clear it ma? Okay, now see that. What is perennial rivers? What's the spelling that? Do you know? Yes, same ma? Very good. P-E-R-E-N-N-I-A-L. Perennial. Perennial means what ma? These have water. Those rivers have water all the year around. Not dry in any seasons. These rivers have water in all the seasons. This water runs in all the seasons. That is a perennial rivers. Can you clear it? Okay, ma. Now listen here. These have water all the year around. All these rivers are in north or northeast India. Mostly our rivers are in the north or northeast side. They have their sources mainly. They have their sources. These river source in Himalayas or in snowy regions beyond the Himalayas. Now listen here. Mostly the rainwater means, these river waters, their source is Himalayas. Otherwise, how to say the snowy regions, because the Himalayas, the top, that is peak of that Himalayan mountains is a snowy. Everything snow covered. All the peaks are covered with snow. In all the seasons, the peak of the mountain range is covered with snow. So these rivers mainly dependable to the source of the Himalayas or the snowy regions beyond the Himalayas. Okay ma? Can you clear it ma? Okay, fine. Now listen here. They get water from melting snow. So are also called snow-fed rivers. So this most of the northern side, these rivers are perennial rivers because they get water from melting snow. So are also called snow-fed rivers. How it is called? Snow-fed rivers. Apart from water from melting snow, they can also get very full of water if the monsoon rain. And first, mostly these northern side rivers are snow-fed rivers. Then beyond that, some of them monsoon rains. Some of the rivers depends on this monsoon rain. It's also very heavy. So when this happens, the rivers flood the surrounding areas. Can you clear it, ma? So perennial rivers means these have water all the year round. Okay? Okay, because they have their source in the Himalayas or in the snowy regions beyond the Himalayas. Himalayas ranges in all the seasons, it is covered with snow. So the snow is melting and it forms the water, and this water flows through the rivers very fast. Can you clear it? But in the hills and the plains are the smaller rivers join the main rivers. But in the hills means, do you know this difference between mountains and hills? Mountains means very highest, hills means it is comparing means it is lower than the mountains. That is the hills. Okay, ma. Yes, the hills and the plains are the smaller rivers join the main rivers. These are called tributaries. Tributaries means these small rivers join the main rivers. These are called tributaries. Okay. Some examples, these main perennial rivers. Can you say any example for perennial rivers? Perennial rivers means you know very well. These have water all the year round. In all the years, these rivers have water runs. Okay. This is the perennial rivers. Some example. Can you see the example of perennial rivers? Okay, very good. That is Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. Okay. Then Satluj, Yamuna and Tisto or example of snow-fed tributaries. Snow-fed. It depends on snow-fed. Okay, snow. It depends on snow. So it is called snow-fed tributaries. Okay. This perennial rivers example. Can you say, ma? Okay, once repeat say. Yeah, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Okay, fine. Okay. Now we see that non-perennial rivers. Non-perennial rivers means what, ma? Non-perennial rivers are stored because of heavy rain in the hills. These non-perennial rivers stored, how it is stored? Because of when this heavy rain falls in the hills, so it is called rain-fed rivers. Okay, these non-perennial rivers means it is season time. When the rain will come in, only these rivers have water. Okay, sometimes they do not have any water when there is less rainfall. There is no rain means these rivers have no water runs. Example, the Mahanadi and the Krishna are example of rain-fed rivers. It depends on the rain. Can you clear it? But this is called non-perennial. Can you clear it, ma? Perennial means these have water all the year around. This is mainly depends on the Himalayas, northern side. These rivers are sources of the Himalayas, because Himalayas, this top side, that is peak side, fully covered with snow in all the seasons. So this snow melt. What happened? This rain, snow melt means the water flows and rivers have water in year after year. So it is a perennial rivers. Can you clear it? But at the same time, this Mahanadi and Krishna, these are rain-fed river. It depends on the rain. If there is no rain means these rivers have no water. Can you clear it? Very good, ma. Okay, fine. Now listen here. These rain-fed rivers are found in central and south India. Okay, these rain-fed rivers, where it lies, that is southern part of India, in our area. Okay, such rivers are found in central and south India. These rivers that stored here in highlands or plateau regions flow towards lower land. Okay, in south India only these river-fed rivers, but northern side, that is perennial rivers, snow-fed rivers and perennial rivers. Can you clear it, ma? Example. Okay, now listen here. These rain-fed rivers, example, Betwa and Sun stored the northern part of flat regions and flow towards the northern range. Okay, leave it. Now, can you understand this? Mahanadi and Krishna are the example of a rain-fed rivers. Okay, at the same time, These Ganga, Brahmaputra and Satluj, Yamuna are the example of snow-fed tributaries. The Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra are perennial rivers. The Satluj, Yamuna and Tista are example of snow-fed rivers, and Krishna and Mahanadi are the rain-fed rivers. Can you clear it the difference between rain-fed rivers, snow-fed rivers and perennial rivers, non-perennial rivers? Okay, clear it ma. We will see the next class. Okay, must study well. Okay, bye.